Hello, my beautiful souls. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you your daily tarot reading for Thursday, December the 24th. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to express my gratitude and appreciation for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you're new to the channel. And, happy Christmas Eve for those of you who do celebrate this particular holiday. And I meditated on the energy overall for the day before beginning. And the message that came through was those special moments. And it feels like it is going to be another simple day, a very simplistic day, but also very happy at the same time. Let's get started. Let's first pull a message or two from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. And as always, my friends, this is a general reading for all 12 signs. So please make sure to do what you can to apply it to your particular individual situation. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. Because whatever is said in this reading, whatever comes out, is meant for somebody. All right, Spirit, what do we have to begin this daily read for Thursday, December the 24th? Thank you, Spirit, for the 24th. What else do we have? Okay. Ooh, and peace. Something about the day will be somewhat peaceful, even if the whole day isn't peaceful. There just will be that kind of simplistic, peaceful feeling in the air. For some reason. Just one of those days. And then we have animals. There's going to be a highlight, a use of animals in some way, shape, or form. I'm really getting a feeling of dogs and cats. I mean, there isn't a limit to just the two, but it just feels like they will play an important role in the day in some way, shape, or form. And for some of you, you pay attention to it, be aware. We forget that, your spirit guides will be going through your household pets or animals that just somehow play a role in your Thursday somehow. So just, pay attention to it, because for some of us, that could be the case. A past loved one coming through and trying to join you for the holiday, or just to enjoy this Thursday with you. Love it. And then empowerment and passion. They want me to show these together. It just feels like a day where you're reminded who in what situations, what in general and who in general empowers you, makes you feel like a stronger version of you, who kind of dwindles that side of you, who makes you feel less strong, less empowered. And there's also going to be a focus and a highlight on your passion throughout the day. Remembering and sort of thinking about and enjoying who and what brings that passionate side out in you, who kind of sparks that in you. And noticing the difference between passion coming to the surface and just simple anxiety and stress. Wow. And noticing the difference between the two moving forward, you can then allow yourself to only associate yourself with people and situations that empower you, that make you feel passionate. Wow. But it does feel like, throughout the day, there are those special moments, like the overall message says, that we will each individually be spending with soul connections, or, just with ourselves, or with our pets, our animals. It's going to be different for everybody, but it does, once again, feel like a very peaceful kind of special day in a multitude of ways. Let's continue by doing some shuffling so we can pull 4 tarot cards for the day, as we always do on this channel. And it almost feels like for certain situations, certain people out there throughout this day, I want to say distance, space equals a happier situation equals more smiles, more laughter, less stress within a situation. I want to say with multiple people, maybe family. All right, Spirit, what do we have to continue this daily read for Thursday the 24th? Keep them coming. Thank you, Spirit, for the 24th, excuse me. Okay. We're going to pull the last two from the top. Interesting. And the Lovers, I don't know why I just pulled the Lovers. We already had all four cards, but the fifth card would have been the Lovers card. And I mean, it is a very loving kind of day, very simplistic, very happy, very peaceful. For a lot of people, it is somewhat of a holiday, or the day before a holiday. Anyways, so we're starting off with it's, you know why this is coming out? They're just now informing me. It was to replace this Three of Swords. Because it's almost like for a lot of you, this part of the day could have been emotional, could have been overly stressful and, you know, things resurfacing, but it feels like it's now moving forward going to be a more loving, happy kind of part of the day. But so to start off, we have the Seven of Swords. Interesting how that just played out. So it feels like a very secretive, simplistic morning. It feels like there are certain aspects of your passion that you're keeping from other people, that you're deciding to sort of keep to oneself until you can figure out how to express it, or the right time to tell people, or simply you may not tell certain soul connections at all. And it feels like you wake up at the beginning of the day thinking about your passions, thinking about the peace that you've implemented in your life recently, and deciding, okay, so I'm going to be associating with certain soul connections due to the holiday or for whatever reason today or in the upcoming days. So what are you going to share with them about your life recently, about what you've been up to, about these passions that you've been, you know, utilizing your resources and putting your time and whatnot towards, blood, sweat, and tears, if you will. And it feels like you, for some of you, could be somewhat open, but it doesn't feel like you're going to be a complete open book. But I don't feel like it just feels like, anyways, moving on to the Lovers card. So sorry. And so moving on to wrap up the first half of the day, or make your way to, again, remember, it could have been this moment of heartache and emotion and struggle with certain soul connections, but it feels like a gift from the universe, from your guides. It was replaced. It'll just feel like things kind of move smoothly with certain soul connections, maybe even family members that you're connecting with throughout this day. It may feel like situations, I don't know if I said this already, that were a bit more difficult or just seem, again, like they flow a bit easier throughout this day. It's a gift from the universe. It's your guides kind of intervening and making sure things go smoothly, because they know what you've been through in the past, however that resonates. And they don't want anything coming through to intervene with this sense of peace throughout the day and throughout your life these days. But it does feel like you spend some special, you relive some special moments, some funny moments with soul connections, or you will do so in your head, or you may, you know, connect with soul connections and just, you know, have a happy time, have a, just some smiles, some laughs, I feel. It feels like a very balanced part of the day for whatever reason. Talking about certain life experiences, I want to say. And I also want to say someone's love for another individual grows at this point in the day for whatever reason. We're moving on to the second half of the day slash spread, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So the second half of the day starts, and for whatever reason, you start thinking about your finances. Somebody, a loved one, a soul connection might spark that thought in your mind, or it just might come up in conversation, or simply you just, something happens throughout at this point in the day where you're just like, or around this point in the day, where you're just like, okay, well now I can't stop thinking about my money, about your goals, about saving, about, you know, will you have enough for these bills and stuff like that. And part of the reason you were guided to this video today was to sort of try to separate this from the day as much as possible, even if it feels impossible. Interesting. It's aligned with the Seven of Swords, and I do feel like for some of you, you'll be keeping certain financial situations or outcomes, or it feels like financial secrets from loved ones, from soul connections throughout this day. Maybe not sharing the next steps of your financial goals, or in your finances, or in your career, or in your life in general. Just sort of kind of keeping on the down low for the time being, to keep the peace of the day, to sort of not stress yourself out as well. And side by side with the Empowerment card. And I feel like, once again, keeping this from other people, certain individuals, keeping things to yourself, you know, thinking about completing certain financial goals, you know, moving up in your career and all of the above, and just feeling accomplished in that sense leaves you feeling empowered at the end of the day, does it not? And so it just feels like all of which is on your mind at this point. Finishing off the day in the spread, we have the Three of Cups. For some of you, you end up finishing the day with thinking about certain soul connections in your life, maybe the ones that you connected with earlier in the day, or you could be connecting with them at this point more so. It's going to be different for everybody. But it does feel like there's three individuals. It feels like either two males and a female, or two females and a male. I don't know why that came out, but it just feels like that's the way it's set up. And maybe another individual, it just feels like a gathering, a connection of a family, of just soul connections for the holiday maybe, or just to enjoy the day together, catching out. And so it feels like that could have been on your mind, or occurring in this point, or in this point of the day. Feels all very similar kind of energy. Again, very balanced. Let's finish off this beautiful daily read by pulling a couple messages from the Angel Answers deck. Thank you, Spirit, to finish off this daily read for Thursday the 24th. They want this one too. Actually, no. We have compromise and let go, as well as communicate clearly. It just feels like this is all kind of speaking upon when that Three of Swords, I believe it was, that, you know, heartbreak started to come out in that part of the day. You know, an issue that could be resurfaced or relived, but at the same time, allowing yourself to sort of put it to the side or let it rest, you know, let it go, to move forward and communicate a bit more clearly with a certain individual you'll be dealing with throughout this day, and allowing yourself to be more flexible moving forward, compromise. And I do feel like that was all very connected to that same situation. But on a more beautiful note, let's pull one more. So we're going to go with these two, unlikely and yes. It's truly unlikely that this will be a bad Thursday, a bad Christmas Eve. So just, you know, open up your heart, open up your mind, and enjoy the day as you share beautiful, special moments with those loved ones in your life. And with that said and done, I once again more than appreciate all of your likes and comments and subscriptions to this lovely channel. I hope this reading was truly helpful. Hope you have the most amazing Christmas Eve and Thursday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.